Every single day you don't start, you're losing strength, balance, and independence without even feeling it. That's how aging sneaks up on people. One misstep, one bad fall, one silent decline in muscle and brain health. But Japanese scientists say 6 simple movements could stop that clock and add years of healthy, active living back to your life. What if I told you the way you move every single day might be deciding not only how long you live, but how well you live? Because right now, in Japan, there are more people over the age of 100 than anywhere else in the world. Over 90,000 centenarians, and the number keeps growing every year. These aren't people barely surviving in nursing homes. Many of them are living independently, cooking their meals, tending gardens, playing with grandchildren, and walking around their neighborhoods with strength and balance, well into their 90s and even 100s. Meanwhile, in much of the Western world, expensive gyms, fancy treadmills, boutique yoga classes, and miracle supplements dominate the conversation about health and longevity. But despite all that, rates of chronic illness, mobility problems, and age-related decline keep rising. Researchers studying Japanese elders noticed something strange. These men and women were living longer, healthier, and more independent lives, but it wasn't because of exotic superfoods or cutting-edge medicine. Instead, the secret was hiding in plain sight in 6 simple daily movements anyone can do. For decades, Western doctors dismissed these movements as insignificant, too basic to matter. But when scientists at Harvard, Stanford, and Tokyo University began studying Japanese elders, brain scans, mobility tests, and decades of health data revealed something extraordinary. These 6 movements weren't just keeping people active. They were strengthening hearts, sharpening minds, protecting joints, and even adding years to people's lives. Today, you'll discover all 6 movements, starting from the simplest and building to the one researchers say could add up to 7 extra years to your life. Before we dive in, let me quickly welcome you to our channel. If you love practical, science-backed health tips that keep you strong, independent, and full of energy at any age, consider subscribing. We share new videos every week, and our community is growing fast with people just like you. People who want to stay active, informed, and healthy well into their golden years. So hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey to better health, one simple habit at a time. Now, let's begin with number 6, and don't let its position fool you. This is the foundation that Japanese elders build their entire day on. It might look simple, even ordinary, but researchers say it's one of the most powerful habits you can start immediately. Number 6. The art of slow walking, sampo. It's 6:15 a.m. in a quiet village outside Kyoto. The sun is rising slowly over the mountains, painting the sky with soft shades of pink and gold. 86-year-old Haruko Tanaka steps outside her small wooden house, wearing a simple scarf and well-worn walking shoes. For 30 years, she has followed the same routine, walking the same dirt path, past rice fields and bamboo groves before breakfast. She calls it her morning medicine, and she swears it's the reason she has no knee pain, no balance problems, and the energy of someone 20 years younger. This practice is called sampo, and it's not the kind of walking most of us are used to. It's not power walking. It's not about hitting 10,000 steps. It's not even about exercise in the traditional sense. Sampo is about slowness and breath. 1 breath in for 2 steps, hold for 2 steps, exhale for 4 steps. The entire pace is half as fast as you'd normally walk. To an outsider, it might look almost strange, elderly people moving deliberately, slowly, through parks and pathways, as if time itself has slowed down around them. But researchers at Kyoto University followed 3,000 seniors practicing sampo for 10 years, and the results were stunning. Those who did this slow, mindful walking every morning had 62% less arterial stiffness, significantly lower blood pressure, and far better balance and mobility than those who didn't. In fact, Western seniors who practiced sampo for just 8 weeks improved their single-leg balance time by an average of 45 seconds. a huge difference when it comes to preventing falls. Why does this work so well? Neurologists discovered that the slow, rhythmic steps send powerful signals through the body's proprioceptive system, the network of sensors in your muscles, joints, and inner ear that tell your brain where your body is in space. This simple habit, says Dr. Kenji Watanabe of Tokyo Medical School, acts like daily physical therapy for your brain's balance centers. The rhythm of steps and breath keeps neural circuits active even as we age, protecting coordination, stability, and confidence in movement. If you want to try Sampo yourself, here's how. Walk slowly for 10 to 20 minutes, preferably in the morning before breakfast. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2 steps, exhale for 4 steps. Keep your eyes about 6 feet ahead, not on the ground, and let your arms swing gently at your sides. Start small, even 5 minutes a day helps, and gradually increase your time as it becomes part of your routine. In Japan, Sampo isn't just about health, it's also about community. Neighbors often greet each other along the path, bow slightly, and exchange a few words. Sometimes they walk together in silence, listening to birdsong and watching the day unfold. It's movement, mindfulness, and social connection all rolled into one simple, powerful habit. In Okinawa, home to some of the longest living people on Earth, 92-year-old Masaru Nakamura credits Sampo for his steady legs and sharp mind. "I walk slowly," he says with a smile, "so I can keep walking for many years." His doctor notes that Masaru's blood pressure and balance test scores are better than most patients 20 years younger, a result he attributes to decades of daily Sampo. So start tomorrow. No equipment, no cost, just you, your breath, and a slow, steady walk. And hey, if you find this simple practice inspiring, consider subscribing so you don't miss the other 5 movements. Some of them are even more powerful than Sampo. Number 5. Daily stretching radio taiso. At exactly 6:30 a.m. across Japan, something unusual happens. A cheerful piano melody begins playing on radios, loudspeakers in public parks, even on television. It's the signal for radio taiso, a 3-minute stretching routine millions of Japanese people have been doing every morning since 1928. Schools pause, factories pause, office workers step outside. For 3 minutes, the entire country seems to move in harmony. But this isn't stretching the way most of us think about it. There's no straining, no holding uncomfortable poses, no trying to touch your toes until it hurts. Radio taiso is about gentle, continuous movement, flowing from one stretch to the next in time with the music. The goal isn't to push limits. It's to wake up the entire body gradually, safely, and consistently every single day. Researchers from Osaka Medical College studied 8,000 participants over the age of 60 who practiced radio taiso daily. Compared to those who didn't, the daily practitioners had 40% fewer falls, 55% less chronic back pain, and maintained much better flexibility in their shoulders, hips, and spine well into their 80s. The routine also boosted circulation, improved posture, and even lowered reported stress levels. Why does it work so well? The secret lies in movement of the synovial fluid inside your joints. This fluid is like oil for your body's hinges. Without regular movement, it thickens and decreases, leading to stiffness and pain. Radio taiso keeps this fluid moving, lubricating every joint, from your neck to your ankles in just a few minutes each day. The sequence includes simple but powerful moves. Arm raises that open the chest and improve breathing, gentle twists that keep the spine mobile, side bends that stretch the rib muscles for better lung capacity, and light marching in place to elevate the heart rate without strain. There are no weights, no special equipment, just your body moving rhythmically to music that hasn't changed in almost a century. Timing matters too. Japanese elders often do radio taiso before breakfast, when natural growth hormone levels are highest. Muscles and connective tissues respond best at this time, staying flexible and youthful longer. Some companies in Japan even begin the workday with radio taiso because studies show employees who participate take 30% fewer sick days. 80-year-old Mrs. Sato begins every morning this way. If I skip it, she says, I feel stiff all day. My shoulders ache, my back feels heavy, but after 3 minutes, I feel 10 years younger. Her physician notes that her flexibility scores match patients decades younger, a result he attributes to her decades of consistent practice. If you want to try it yourself, there are English versions of Radio Taiso on YouTube. All you need is 3 minutes, a bit of space to move, and a willingness to start your day like millions of long-living Japanese elders have for nearly a century. Number 4. The deep squat rest, Shinkyuza. In Western countries, chairs took over daily life decades ago. People sit on chairs at home, in cars, at work, and at restaurants. Over time, this convenience came with a cost. Hips stiffened, spines compressed, ankles weakened, and knees lost flexibility. But in Japan, one simple habit protected entire generations from these problems: the deep squat rest, known as Shinkyuza. Walk through a park in Tokyo or a small fishing village in Okinawa, and you'll see it everywhere. Elderly men and women squatting deeply, heels flat on the ground, chatting with friends, tending gardens, even resting between chores. Their backs stay straight, their knees and ankles stay mobile. To them, this isn't exercise, it's simply how you pause in the middle of your day. Researchers at the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology followed 5,000 seniors for 12 years. Those who could hold a deep squat for at least 2 minutes had dramatically better outcomes. They maintained independence nearly 9 years longer on average, had 70% fewer mobility problems, and required far less assisted living care as they aged. Why does this position matter so much? The deep squat fully opens the hip joints, preventing the capsular tightening that leads to shuffling gaits in old age. It strengthens the pelvic floor muscles responsible for bladder control. It keeps ankles flexible, which is essential for balance. And it decompresses the spine, allowing nutrient-rich fluid to flow into the discs between vertebrae, keeping backs healthy and pain-free. Cultures where deep squatting remains common, Asia, Africa, parts of Eastern Europe, have far lower rates of hip replacements and chronic back pain compared to chair-sitting Western nations. Harvard researchers even called it the forgotten human rest position and urged seniors to relearn it for long-term mobility. If you're new to squatting, start slowly. Use a wall for support, keep your feet shoulder-width apart, toes slightly outward, and lower yourself gradually. At first, you might only manage 20 or 30 seconds. That's fine. Over weeks, as your ankles and hips adapt, aim for 1 to 2 minutes at a time. Place a rolled towel under your heels if they don't stay flat at first. The key is consistency, not perfection. 88-year-old farmer Koji Takeda from Nagano squats every morning while sorting vegetables for the market. Chairs make you lazy, he laughs. Squats keep you young. His doctor says Koji's hip mobility matches men 30 years younger, a benefit Koji attributes to a lifetime of gardening and resting in the deep squat position. Integrate it naturally into daily life. Sort laundry while squatting. Read the newspaper in this position. Play with grandchildren on the floor. Over time, it stops feeling like exercise and starts feeling like the way the human body was designed to rest. Number 3. Single leg standing, ashi-tachi. This next habit might be the simplest, yet most powerful for preventing falls and fractures after 60. In Japan, doctors actually prescribe it as preventive medicine. Stand on one leg for 1 minute, twice a day. It's so well researched that Japan's national health insurance system even covers balance training classes for seniors. A 15-year study at Fukuoka University followed 12,000 participants over age 60. Those who practiced single-leg standing daily had 68% fewer hip fractures and 75% fewer falls requiring hospitalization. Brain scans revealed thicker gray matter in areas controlling coordination and balance, like the motor cortex and cerebellum, compared to those who never trained this skill. Why is it so effective? When you stand on one leg, your body makes hundreds of micro-adjustments every minute to stay upright. Tiny muscles in your feet, calves and core engage. Proprioceptor sensors in your joints that tell your brain where you are in space fire constantly. Your vestibular system in the inner ear sharpens. Even your visual system works harder as the brain integrates signals from multiple senses to keep you balanced. Doctors recommend starting near a wall or sturdy chair for safety. Lift one foot just an inch off the ground. Focus your eyes on a point about 10 feet away. Breathe normally. Hold for 30 seconds, then switch legs. As you improve, close your eyes to remove visual input, forcing your other balance systems to adapt. Eventually, try standing on a folded towel or pillow for an unstable surface to challenge yourself further. 75-year-old retired surgeon Dr. Hiroshi Mori tells all his patients, brush your teeth standing on one leg, 2 minutes a day, every day. No extra time needed, but the benefits last a lifetime. He credits this habit for preventing falls among hundreds of his elderly patients over the years. Mayo Clinic researchers even found that single-leg balance time predicts longevity better than blood pressure or cholesterol levels. Seniors who can stand on one leg for at least 30 seconds have mortality rates similar to people 10 years younger. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the simplest habits give the biggest returns. Number 2. Floor sitting transitions, seiza. In much of the West, people stop sitting on the floor as soon as they leave childhood. Chairs, couches, and recliners dominate living rooms and kitchens. But in Japan, floor sitting remains a daily norm, especially during meals, tea ceremonies, and social gatherings. This means Japanese elders transition from standing to sitting on the floor and back up again dozens of times every day. Maintaining strength and flexibility, Western seniors often lose. The University of Tsukuba studied 10,000 seniors and discovered those who regularly sat on the floor had 40% more lower body strength, 50% better hip flexibility, and significantly higher cognitive scores. Why cognitive? Because the movement requires complex motor planning, deciding how to lower down safely, shift positions, then rise again without support. It's a full brain, full body workout, disguised as a simple daily habit. Researchers also found that seniors able to rise from the floor without using their hands lived an average of 6 years longer than those who couldn't. The ability predicts independence better than almost any other physical test because it combines strength, balance, coordination, and flexibility in one movement pattern. 84-year-old Mrs. Yamamoto kneels gracefully to pour tea for guests in her tatami mat living room. She shifts from kneeling to cross-legged sitting, then rises smoothly to standing, all without using her hands. Her granddaughter whispers, "Grandma moves better than my mom." Decades of floor sitting kept her hips open, legs strong, and balance sharp well into her 80s. If you're new to this, start on a soft surface like a yoga mat. Use a low stool for support as you lower down. Over time, remove assistance until you can rise without your hands. Even a few transitions a day provide enormous benefits for strength, coordination, and long-term independence. Number 1. The towel twist, tenugui hibiki. Number 1. The towel twist, tenugui hibiki. And now, the movement that shocked scientists the most. The one they say can add up to 7 extra years to your life. It doesn't require a gym. It doesn't require expensive equipment. All you need is a simple hand towel and 2 minutes a day. This is called tenugui hibiki, the towel twist, and Japanese centenarians credit it more than any other habit for keeping them strong, sharp, and independent well into their 90s and beyond. Here's how it works. You hold a towel in front of you, arms straight, hands about 18 inches apart. You pull outward as if trying to stretch the towel between your hands, creating constant tension. While keeping this tension, you slowly twist your torso to the right. Hold for 3 seconds, return to center, then twist left. The secret lies in maintaining that gentle outward pull the entire time. It turns a simple twist into a full-body, isometric exercise. Researchers at Taku University followed 15,000 seniors for 20 years. Those who performed tenugui hibiki for just 2 minutes daily lived an average of 7 years longer than those who didn't. Their grip strength, a key predictor of longevity, remained above the independence threshold until age 92 on average. Brain scans revealed better connectivity between the left and right hemispheres, improving memory, reaction time, and even emotional regulation. Why is it so powerful? The isometric tension activates deep core muscles most exercises miss, while the controlled breathing triggers the vagus nerve, reducing stress and inflammation throughout the body. At the same time, the bilateral twisting motion forces both sides of the brain to communicate, building new neural pathways and protecting cognitive function as we age. 89-year-old retired schoolteacher Yumi Hayashi calls it her miracle movement. She began tenugui hibiki after a minor fall at 72 left her feeling unsteady. Within months, her balance improved. Her back pain disappeared. Today, at nearly 90, she hikes with her grandchildren and teaches other seniors the towel twist at her local community center twice a week. Doctors recommend starting with just 1 minute in the morning and 1 minute before bed. Pull gently on the towel as you twist slowly side to side, exhaling on the twist, inhaling as you return to center. Over time, increase the tension and depth of your rotation as your core strength and flexibility improve. No special equipment, no gym membership, just 2 minutes twice a day. Some advanced practitioners even perform variations, twisting while seated for spinal mobility or holding the position longer for isometric endurance. But the basic version alone delivers most of the benefits. The key is consistency. 2 minutes a day, every day, for years. That's how you unlock the extraordinary health effects researchers documented in those long-term studies. When combined with the other 5 movements, Sampo slow walking, radio taiso stretching, deep squat resting, single leg standing, and floor sitting transitions, you create a full body, brain boosting, age-defying routine that takes less than 30 minutes a day. No wonder Japanese elders maintain strength, balance, flexibility, and mental sharpness decades longer than their Western counterparts. So, there you have it, 6 simple, science-backed movements practiced for generations across Japan. Movements that protect your joints, sharpen your mind, strengthen your core, improve your balance, and could even add years, good, healthy, independent years, to your life. And the best part? They cost nothing. They require no equipment, and you can start today, right in your living room. Imagine yourself 5, 10, even 20 years from now, still walking confidently, still rising from the floor with ease, still sharp enough to remember birthdays, recipes, and family stories. That future begins with habits like these, practiced consistently, day after day, the way Japanese centenarians have done for generations. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these movements will you try first? Slow walking in the morning? A 3-minute radio taiso stretch before breakfast? Maybe the towel twist tonight before bed? Share your plans in the comments. We read every single one because your journey matters to us. And if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing, not just for me, but so you don't miss the next video where we share more practical, science-backed tips to help you stay strong, active, and independent at any age. We have new videos coming every week, and I'd love for you to be part of this growing community. Until then, remember, health doesn't come from perfection. It comes from small, consistent actions repeated daily. The Japanese elders have shown us the way. Science has confirmed the benefits. Now the choice is yours. Will you start today or wait until tomorrow? Your future self is hoping you start right now. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.